Welcome to your daily tarot for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. My name's Jenny. I am an intuitive medium. I'm an animal communicator. I'm a healer and a Reiki master. This is for all signs. It's a general reading, and the timestamps are listed in the pinned comment below and also in the description box. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. Take from it what you will. Discard the rest, and you might want to listen to your moon sign or your rising sign and where Venus was. If you don't know, there's a link to a free natal chart in the description box. Keep in mind also that this is energetic. What we talk about today may have happened, may be about to happen, or may be in the works to happen. Energy is fluid, it ebbs and flows. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate having you here. If you like the reading, please give the video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with your friends. I'd appreciate your help getting me to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be so cool. I appreciate it. If you'd like a personal reading with me, there is a special first-time offer also in the description box below. All right, let's go. Aries, we're starting off with you today. Welcome to your daily tarot for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Okay, so you've got some optimism going on. You're raring to go. You've dealt with some setbacks in the past, and that's okay. You know, you're still feeling pretty optimistic about moving forward. You know, you were counseled to seek more inspiration and start fresh and do things, and you want to get it done. But these setbacks still are keeping you. It's like it's a sunny day, but you know when the clouds pass in front of the sun just for that little while, and it kind of changes the tone a little bit. This is what you're at today. So you're excited, raring to go, and I would say it would be a good day to either work with a counselor, maybe a hypnotherapist, work on taking care of that inner child that might need to be brought up to adulthood. It's also a day where you might be working on those inner emotions. You know, normally King of Cups, like, he's sitting in a sea of emotions, but his throne doesn't move. It's like a big solid granite kind of stone, according to Rider-Waite, right? But today you might be feeling off balance, emotional. You could be quite moody. At worst, some of you, Aries, may be a little bit manipulative, a little bit controlling today. You could have your Aries on and just be in a mood, but I'm feeling if this isn't resonating for you, that's fine. Check out that moon and the rising sign. But I really feel like more than anything, you're optimistic, but because of the setbacks, it's like you need a tune-up. You need a tune-up today, Aries. So go to your counselor, check out your hypnotherapist, or to work on this inner child, but even a coach, a mentor. This would be a day to help you get some more advice about moving forward, because you know, Knight of Wands is fabulous. Like, he knows where he's going, he knows what he wants to do. Hey, look, the horse is reared up, ready to rock and roll, ready to go. He's geared up, ready to take charge and go, right? But yeah, you just gotta figure things out a little bit more and work on yourself, Aries. So it's not a bad thing. It's really good. You've got the opportunities. You're taking charge, but you want it to be a little bit more of a sunny day for you, and you want to work on some of those things that may. Sometimes the inner child, you know, it's calling us to relax, lighten up, and play. But I feel more than anything, because of this, you don't want to be too immature either. King of Cups can be really, really immature. Childlike, can pitch hissy fits, temper tantrums, and you don't want to be dealing with that, especially with this beautiful little baby in reverse, immature, throwing temper tantrums, etc. Like, you're in the middle, you're sandwiched in between both sides. It's like, so I would work and seek out advice to curb this. Do some inner child work. I explained it in one of the other videos. Basically, visualize yourself in a beautiful medium green. I call it Crayola green. Could be it's like a St. Patrick's Day green, like a shamrock kind of green. So medium green is healing. It's the heart chakra, right? And just visualize yourself as a little child, and talk to yourself, hold yourself, hug yourself, embrace yourself, introduce yourself, and hold that little child and tell that child that you're never going to let him down or her down, and that you're here to help and keep it safe and protect it. And when you're ready, take note of those feelings, Aries. Take note of what you see around you when you visualize and see your inner child. Let your mind take you inside your heart and find that inner child. I'm not being wishy-washy or new agey or anything like that. This is very important work, because when we're young, one thing or another, because we're not adults, we don't see things clearly. We perceive things as a child, as we should, and sometimes things end up being traumatic for us, and that's where we stay emotionally. You know how sometimes we meet people and they're still in high school, or they're still like acting like 2-year-olds? That's why. And so if you work with that inner child, love yourself, see yourself as that child. How would you react if you saw that child now? Would you want to hold it? Would you want to sweep it away, sweep it up in your arms and take it away? Would you want to pick him or her up in your arms and twirl it around and laugh and have fun and go out in the sunshine? Like, what would you want to do? Love that inner child and let it know it's safe. And you'll come back and visit. And when you're ready, come out of that beautiful medium green, and then ground yourself, surround yourself in brown light. Sounds silly, but brown is grounding color of the earth, right, Aries? So you're going to be fine. You'll be able to work through this, but this is the kind of day that you're facing. And also, it's the first day of Mercury retrograde. Look for, again, issues with communication. There we go. Look for issues, tech issues, whatever. And when I say look for them, just be aware that it might be happening. If you don't know why the laptop is slow, or your device is slow, or, those types of things. I like to plow right through and just get things done and not think about it, but it is wise to always be mindful of expect the unexpected during Mercury retrograde. So stay spiritual, Aries. Seek out that advice. Watch your temper. Watch your urge to maybe want to be a little bit more controlling or get your own way, and work on healing. And I will see you tomorrow, Aries. Take care. And also, I didn't mention love, I didn't mention career, because this really, working on yourself, influences your love life, influences whether or not you have a partner, influences whether or not you're going to attract a partner, influences your work relationships, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you work for someone. It's all about you and healing this, and whether you're going to control or not. Are you behaving so people want to be around you? Are you attracting people? Are you attracting your tribe? Are you attracting your soulmate, your lover, whatever? Or are you repelling them because you're pitching a hissy fit, or you're moody because things didn't quite work out in the past and you've had some setbacks? So that's why I'm not saying that you are, but work on yourself, and it will trickle down into every aspect of your life, Aries. So take care, stay spiritual. I'll see you tomorrow. Taurus, fuck, crying out loud. You've got an emotional day. Look at this. So you're starting off, the majority of you, and again, take what you will, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, because holy cow. You've got a day, normally this is about having hope and faith and good things, blessings from heaven, faithful, counting your blessings, having a balance of spirituality, physicality, the physical. But you know what, today you're feeling despondent, you're feeling despair, you're in a why me, why did I do this, why is this like this? For the majority of you, there could be, look at you, you're sandwiched in between the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, both in reverse. These are people normally in control of their emotions, but the Queen of Cups, when she's in reverse, just picture your friend who can be over the top, crazy emotionally, or hormonally. Picture yourself, guys too, when your hormones are off, picture yourself like that. Moody, just you can be off the wall and just be careful. And then you've got the King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse is also about being a little bit of controlling today, being manipulative, getting what you want, being a little bit more selfish. Self-centered is one thing, because when you're focusing on yourself, being selfish, it's like all about you today. And because you're in this low and this sadness or despair, lack of hope even, or loss of faith, and you've got these two intense over-the-top moods, you could end up in a really, really bad funk today, Taurus, and that could be lasting. Because the Queen of Cups, and this could also have something to do, this could actually be people or a person in your life, a significant other, water sign obviously, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It may also have to do with childhood issues, because the Queen of Cups is like the Kool-Aid mom, right? She's everybody's mom. She, people turn to her. She helps people feel their best, their most comfortable. They can let down their hair with her. They can be their true selves with her. And so I feel it's almost like she's a maternal influence. So this may have to do with some sort of childhood trauma that led to you to where you are, that led you to the choices that you've made because of something that happened as a child. And it's funny because a lot of childhood stuff has been surfacing with many different readings and inner child work, and that's okay, because now is the time. The earth is going through a major upheaval. People are going through major changes. We're seeing cataclysmic events. We're seeing early snow. We're seeing the beginning of an early ice age, not the global warming. We're seeing things getting colder than normal, etc., etc. Like we're seeing snow at this time of year that it normally doesn't happen in places where it doesn't normally happen. And just the world itself is crazy. And people, this is a time to let go of stuff so that we can move forward into whatever's coming in. We're also at the closing of the year, right? This is before you put the kid to bed and you sleep, and the kid sleeps, the child. It's the same kind of thing. You're preparing before you go to bed. You brush your teeth, you wash your face, whatever you do. You have your glass of water. You make sure the dog or the cat went to the bathroom. Everybody's all set. And then you prepare. You're preparing to go to sleep and have that long winter nap to rest and to heal. And so letting go of the inner child is what you may need to work on. This could be, again, childhood issues. You could also be just sad. This could be a trigger day for you, Taurus, just because you're sad because there were so many good times in childhood, and you're missing those times because right now things are not what you thought. Things are so not what many of you thought life would be like now, where you are today in this day and age. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 100, some of you are feeling like you never saw this coming. Yet, many of your decisions have brought you to where you are. A lot of it, and I'm not saying, you decided to you had anything to do with the passing of a loved one or anything like that. But whatever happened affected you, affected us. I mean, it just happens. We get affected by things that happen in childhood, and that sets the tone and the course for the decisions that we make. And like our foundation, what we use as a basis to make decisions, we fall back on that. It's a reference point. Childhood experiences are reference points. Those happy days we felt safe and cozy because we smelled maybe the morning coffee every morning and we felt safe. Even though we could have been in an abusive situation, it's what we knew, so it's familiar, so it's safe. So we end up in an abusive situation because it's familiar. This person likes their coffee in the morning, and so, it's very deep, it's very emotional. This is a very long reading for you, Taurus, so please be careful today. Be careful with spending. I also feel that because you're in this funk, you may want to nurture yourself in some way, help yourself feel good. But this is a day I feel like you are going to spend money, and tomorrow or the next day you'll be robbing from Peter to save Paul because you spent the money today. So please be very careful financially. If this is career, you're feeling very unfulfilled, possibly in work, and you may be actually staying at a job that you don't want to be at just because it's job security. So work on healing today, get through it, try your best to stay grounded. Visualize yourself, surround yourself in the color brown a lot, eat grounding foods, heavier foods. You might need a heavier protein today, and just try to get through the day. I can tell you there is hope. I see it for you. You will be victorious over this. You will get through this funk, Taurus, okay? Stay spiritual. Hang in there. I'll see you tomorrow. Gemini, here's your reading for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. So, yeah, you've got the Ten of Swords. So this is a betrayal. This is something hitting you never see coming. You had a great day yesterday, or you had a great spread yesterday, although there was someone, I think it was either over the weekend or yesterday, that was going to be coming back, or, someone lurking, or someone who wanted to rain on your parade, and it looks like they're trying to. And so because I saw it, you're in such a good place that this guy's dancing, right? So for some people it's juggling finances or whatever, resourcefulness, but he's also celebrating because he's finally got ahead of life's ups and downs. You know what I mean? It's like, when you're living, hand to mouth kind of thing, and then you get ahead of things. You don't even have to be ahead by far, but you're ahead of things. Things are going well, and it's money. It's pretty much everything. Like, you're in a good place, right? Two of Pentacles. So then, kaboom! This comes along, but you're ready to fight. You're vigilant. You're hyper vigilant today, Gemini, and that's fantastic. You're aware of this. And so I had to find out what exactly this was. And yes, I remember that. I don't remember exactly what the card was, but I remember it was definitely, to me, it was female energy. And here we go, female energy. And so the Empress in reversed is someone who can be a clingy lover, someone who's very jealous. So obviously this is, if you're with someone right now, you definitely don't want to be with them. If this is a breakup, this is somebody who's trying to pull something that you don't see coming. You're surprised at this whole thing. I don't feel it has anything to do with you financially or anything like that, but it's definitely a female figure. But you're, as I said, you're vigilant, you're alert, you're still in a good place. Page of Swords can be charming, can be witty, can be funny, sharp with words, sharp with intellect, intelligence. So you're on the ball. You're ready. You see it coming, Gemini. So it's not like it's going to really rock your world, but it will be something you don't see. And the good news about this card is that it really is a final ending, because if this is any sort of relationship, being dealt these blows definitely ends it. Like, it's an ending. It's basically, really is like a death card. It's definitely ending. It is an ominous card. But it's good, because it's like, this will be like, you'll probably never see this person again. Like, you won't have to deal with them, whoever it is, and whatever this situation is, if it is something financial. But I really don't feel that for you today, Gemini. I feel like you're ahead of things financially, and I feel you're still in a good place. So it's like, this is coming along, trying to get you, but I don't feel like it's going to happen. You've got it all going on, Gemini. So I'm happy for you. And so stay spiritual. Today's first day of Mercury retrograde. Zippity-doo-dah. So again, it does affect communications. Mercury is about communications, the messenger. And so this may also be a thing about communication, and someone who obviously can't communicate well. This is someone who's insecure. This is someone that may have a low self-esteem. Again, I do feel it's female, obviously the Empress, or it could be a male who is very much in touch with his feminine side. Whatever it is, you see it coming, you're vigilant, you're aware of it, so I feel like you can temper it. You'll be okay, Gemini, so stay spiritual. I'll see you tomorrow. Cancer, your reading for Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm stuttering over this because I'm a Cancerian and I'm seeing this. It's like, I don't even want to see it, but here it goes. Here we are. So today, October 13th, 2020, you may be feeling bound and chained to a situation. You may be feeling chained and bogged down in a relationship. You may be feeling chained by money, you may be having financial trouble. And, debt is a chain. It's a burden, like a horrible thing. You may also be feeling chained by, like feeling like a failure, like not having self-esteem. You may have spent too much money, or you may be in a relationship that started off because you're a 2, and this person could be bleeding you dry. In the relationship, you may not be having enough money to take care of your needs or the basic necessities of life, the bills, the lights, the gas, whatever, the water, food, your car payment, your rent or mortgage, because it could be also that your partner or spouse, boyfriend or girlfriend, could be expecting a lot and not really seeing how hard you have to work to provide or to help them live that opulent lifestyle. So this is for some of you. Obviously, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. But Cancer, it's the chain. You may feel like chained, like you've lived in the same place for the last 15 years and you want to get out, but you can't because of money. You want some new clothes, but you can't buy some new clothes because of money. Well, you know what? This is about working on self-esteem. When you see the 9 of Pentacles like this, she comes from affluence. Affluence and wealth, and she even has expensive hobbies. So when you see her like this in reverse, it's all about self-esteem, because normally she has no self-esteem issues at all. So this is all about feeling good about yourself today, Cancer, because you've got to get out of the situation, and you may not be able to make the changes completely today, but this is a day where you could seriously get lost in these chains of sadness. You may want to self-isolate, Cancer. Come on, we know we're so good at that, just hiding away in our shells until tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow will be better. You see, there is a way out, Cancer. There is a way out, but this guy is, or this figure, this person is cloaked in black. Sadness, mourning, despair, also disappointment in oneself for allowing this to happen, allowing the money woes to happen, whether it's because of a person you wanted to impress them, or you got into a relationship and they presented themselves to have money or to be able to pay half of the bills or whatever, and it didn't happen. So you are feeling so chained, so helpless, but you can take the chains off little by little or all at once, Cancer. There is a way out. All you have to do is look up and look. The river will lead you to the bridge, and you'll be able to cross over and get away from this situation. And you do have opportunities. You do have things going for you, Cancer. You're not a failure, so don't feel like a failure. You may not be where you want to be in life, and it may be because of a relationship, some bad choices you made in the way back that you're paying for now, and you could be shouldering a lot of debt, but you'll get through it. You will get through it. You may need to spend a little bit of money on yourself today. Now be careful, you don't want to be overindulgent, but you may need to spend some money and get yourself something that you need. Maybe you've been denying yourself because of these financial problems, and you're always just trying to pay bills or buy food, or pay bills or buy food, or pay bills or buy food. You could be late on rent, whatever, but even if you take $20, go buy yourself, seriously, go buy yourself some new underwear, go buy a new lipstick, go buy, go take yourself out, but buy something tangible that you have, so that you have something to show for your money, something for you, Cancer, okay? You have to take care of you. Normally, like I said, she can be overindulgent, but because of this and these chains that are binding you and mourning, this is all about sadness, disappointment, and feeling like there's no hope, feeling like you can't get out of the situation. You can. It may not be right away, because sometimes you need money to move, you need money to get out of things. But the things you can do is work on your self-esteem. Work on building yourself up. Hang with people today, Cancer, who build you up and who don't bring you down. And if you have to come home to this person, you just go out and take care of yourself as best you can. Make yourself feel better. Put up a shield. A lot of people are talking about putting up the armor of God, but whatever it is that you feel, work on. You are enough, Cancer. You have to remember that. And I'm leaving a link in the description box below for my affirmations and release work. I created a video just for this. I am enough. You are enough, Cancer. You are enough as you are right now. You're enough. Remember that. Let that be your mantra today and for the rest of the year. I am enough. Okay? If this doesn't resonate with you, be sure to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and Venus. Again, energy flows. And though I'm a Cancerian, I've got a Capricorn rising and a Virgo moon, so I'm more earth sign. Yet I can be very emotional, but the other two signs ground me. So this may pertain to you. You may feel it. It may be about to happen, as you know. But Cancer, you know what? Don't give up. Don't be locked into that despair, into that grief, into that mourning. You may have lost someone, and that could also have to do with spending or finances. You may have lost someone who helped you out financially. You may have lost someone. It's not just about money. It's about love. It's about abundance in every area. And you may have lost someone that you're still grieving over. But this can make you sick, Cancer. The Devil card it's about, like I said, vices and addictions. And sometimes when we're mourning and grieving, it could be excessive. It could be excessive. And we could get lost in it. So be careful not to get lost in this. If you're grieving or mourning or, Cancer, we can have pity parties like nobody else in the zodiac. We are so good at feeling down and staying down because we are emotional and hiding away and self-isolating. And just be careful, because the Devil card can make you do that, and you won't be productive. You won't make the money that you need to, whether you're self-employed or you're working for somebody else. Be careful with this Devil card more than anything else, whether it's feeling chained or giving into your excesses. And excesses, again, could also be grieving so hard and mourning so hard that you can't function. So be careful today with excess. Be careful today with those feelings of lack of self-esteem. You are enough. And the mourning, it's okay to cry and to feel sadness. But the despair, you've got to do your best to keep your head up. If you're feeling it, you got to pull yourself up, because you could get lost in it, and that won't help you at all, Cancer. Okay? It won't help anybody, any of your loved ones. And again, if it is a relationship, then take this day, take the chains off, and take this day to look up, look at the way out, and make your plan. Make your plan. It might take you 6 months to get out of the situation or the relationship or the job or the apartment. It might take you time, but make the plan. You have a way out, Cancer. All right, stay spiritual. Good luck. I will see you tomorrow. Leo, today, October 13th, 2020, you may be expecting some delays. Things might not happen as quickly as you want them to happen. Plus, it's the first day of Mercury retrograde. But normally, this is a fast-paced card. The Eight of Wands. Could even be air travel, things like that. But right now, you've got delays and things are slowing you down, and you may be aggravated today, and it has to do with money, some new things, some new ideas that you've wanted to implement or you've been trying to implement. These delays are costing you money, okay? And you're just thinking about the money. Today might be a day to just kick back for a few minutes as things are righting themselves, and you're trying to get your computer to work or trying to get your equipment to work or whatever it is that you're trying to do. These delays, everything happens for a reason. So this would be a good time as you're working through these delays to take a look at the things that didn't work. Take a look at the things that cost you money in the past that you don't need to do now. Take a more closer look at how you want to get to where you're going. And you've got the great energy to go, and even though you've got these delays and this shortness of money or slowing down of money coming in, this knight is reared back on his horse. He sees where he's going. He's focused. He sees his destination. He sees the direction he's going in. And for some of you Leos, it's like you've been dabbling here, dabbling there, almost kind of like floundering a little bit, trying to find out what you need to do, what's going to bring you money, what's going to bring you happiness, how you can combine the both and do what you love and make money at it. Or even if this is a relationship, it may be happening more slowly than you expect. But again, this is a time for you to just really kick back, literally, and see where you're going. Don't lose sight of your destination. Don't lose sight of the focus, even though while you're waiting. Remember the days of dial-up? Do any of you guys remember that, when you used to have to dial on the phone with the modem or whatever it was, and it would make that funny sound, and you'd have to wait, you'd have to look for a different connection, and then it would take like sometimes 10 minutes to get on the internet? Do you remember that? Okay, so while you're waiting around, and I remember waiting around and just waiting around and having some coffee and just waiting around and thinking about this and thinking about that. I really couldn't go anywhere, because what if the computer connected? What if it connected and I missed those precious minutes, and then there was some kind of fluke, and then it got stuck, and then it was loading or buffering or whatever it did in the past, right? What if I missed that opportunity? So now's the time. Keep the focus, keep the energy going. You've got it, you can do it. And if you need to ask people for money, you can drop those gentle reminders if they owe you money. As far as relationships, Leo, today, again, things might just be slow to happen, and that's okay. We have our ups, we have our downs, ups, downs, ups, downs. You had a great day yesterday, or you had that, and you can still have that energy from yesterday. Just remember, now you've got things that may slow down, that may not be quite working. This may have happened to you yesterday, it may be happening to you today or tomorrow. Again, it's all, energy is fluid, so it kind of flows into one and the other, like the infinity symbol, right? It keeps recycling, though. That's a good thing. But you're going to be okay. You're going to get through it, Leo. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. Stay spiritual. I'll see you tomorrow. Virgo, you have got the devil on one shoulder and the voice of reason on the other. Welcome to your tarot reading for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. So we have the Page of Swords here. That's you. So you've got movement. See the winds blowing behind the page. Even the grass is growing. So Page of Swords is curious, wants to know things, is fast-paced, highly intellectual, pretty smart, high IQ even. You just want things to keep moving and keep going, and you want to cut away at things, which is good. It's good. And you're ready to fight. Today's a day about even being on high alert, being vigilant, because you could go either way today, Virgo. So you've got the devil on one side. So you might be in a mood. Somebody could irritate you or piss you off somehow, pardon my language, but somebody could really piss you off today. The stoplight, you could come out of the grocery store or the store and somebody nicked your car with the carriage, or literally backed into you and left white paint on your car or blue paint, whatever, on your fender, and they drove off and there were no witnesses. So, it could be something that sets you off, where you want to come out swinging. You want to come out fighting, like you're just ready to just tell everybody off. But you have on this side, you've got the Queen of Swords. Could actually be a person in your life. Could be your mom, could be your girlfriend, could be your boyfriend, could be, whoever this person is. Queen of Swords cuts to the truth. The Queen of Swords is about finding truth and facts, fact-finding. So before you start swinging that sword, because somebody pissed you off, or you suspect someone's doing something or talking about you behind your back, or somebody's cheating on you, whatever, get to the facts first today, Virgo, okay? Think, don't act with emotion, don't come out swinging, don't let this devil, whatever it is, entice you to act out, because you could hurt somebody today, you could hurt yourself, you could hurt a relationship or a friendship that could be irreparable. So she's here. Get to the truth, find the facts, take a deep breath before you do anything. Page, swords can be hot-headed. Even though they're air signs, they're hot-headed, and just think of the steel slicing through the air. Think of that sound, and think just cutting. And you just think of, if you're in a mood If you're feeling trapped, you want to swing to get out. You want to swing to set yourself free. Cut away. It's like cutting yourself out of a fishing net, or cutting the line away so that the fish gets free. Or it's about cutting, just removing what doesn't serve you. Even cutting away old wounds that are still healing. Cutting away, this is gross, cutting away the scabs I'm seeing. It's like just keeping everything fresh and cutting away and shaving things away. And that's what I feel like you want to do today, Virgo. Get to the truth of things, that's fine, but do it in a way where you're not doing it out of malintent, or you're not doing it because you need to escape. Remove the chains, work on your own issues, and get to the truth before you lash out at anybody else, or before you blame anybody else, or you make decisions without knowing everything, without knowing the facts. You definitely don't want to make decisions today without knowing all the facts first. And we can't always know all the facts, Virgo, and I get that. And remember, check your moon and your rising sign. If this doesn't all resonate with you, take from it what you will, leave the rest behind. But it's about finding out as much as you can before you make the decision. Not like, okay, this, and this. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. No, you might need to read the fine print. You might need to dig deeper into those texts or into that Instagram post. You might need to dig deeper into what's going on at work before you accuse someone of sabotaging one of your accounts. Do you know what I mean, Virgo? So this is a time to cut away and get to the truth, and be mindful. Be mindful that whatever it is, you don't have to be chained by anything, and you don't have to give into the dark side. So the devil on your shoulder and the voice of reason on the other. So it's a balancing game today, and your instinct is to come out swinging, and you like the change, you like things to keep moving, and you're a go-getter. You want to get things done, but he is firmly planted, and he is swinging, and he's going to cut away, or she's going to cut away whatever comes at her. And so you only want to cut away what you don't need, Virgo. Only cut away what you don't need. You don't need to throw everything out. There's an old saying, you don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? You just need to cut away and clear the clutter of what you don't need. Seriously, clean out a drawer. I always say that, clean out a drawer. Get rid of your old shoes you haven't worn in a year. You could even just clean closets, cut away. But when you're dealing with people and emotions, don't follow emotions today. Follow logic and intellect and the facts. All right, take care, Virgo. I'll see you tomorrow. And also, communication may be an issue today. Remember, we're just entering Mercury retrograde for 3 weeks until November 3rd. Go figure. And also during this time, we've had the build-up, and it's not, though it may end on the 3rd, we're still going to feel the effects a good week, 10 days afterwards, before things right themselves again. So this is a time. So this could be happening today, could happen tomorrow, it could be in the process of could have happened all weekend. I will see you tomorrow. Stay spiritual, Virgo. Libra, first of all, happy birthday. If today is your birthday, it's October 13th, 2020. So Libra, you've got some choices to make, and you have some options here. And you need to be able to see things clearly. You need to have your mind sharp and your wits about you. But I feel like with the Four of Swords in reverse, many of you could be on the brink of exhaustion. Whether you're a couch potato who thinks too much, or you really are being pulled at from all sides, where there's so much going on, you can't think clearly to even decide what you want for lunch. There are things, I feel like if this were the Lenormand deck, I would say these are the mice, this is the mice, this is the thief card, and I feel like there are little things just picking away at you, eating away, nibbling away at you, a little piece of you here, a little piece of you there, and so you just you cannot think any more clearly anymore to make these choices. If this is regarding a relationship, Libra, whether it's romantic or friends. You have people in your life that are so needy or don't like it if you're successful, or maybe are jealous of you, and so they're also picking away little pieces of you. They're not letting you rest. It might be people in your home, Libra, where you try to rest for 10 minutes, or you go try to be peaceful or meditate for 15 minutes. They're knocking on your door. They're sending you a text. Are you going to come out? It's time to eat. Can you walk the dog? Always pulling, wanting pieces of you. Not a piece of you, but like pulling away, robbing you. This card, can be about someone who's actually sneaky. You could have some person in your life that's also sneaky, and you can't see what they're doing because you're so, it's almost like you're in a brain fog. You have all these choices, you have all these things, you have all these things in front of you, all this clutter in your mind, not only in your life, but your mind. And I don't feel like this is you having to be sneaky, although you may have to be sneaky to get the time that you need, Libra. Some of you are really, really at the point of exhaustion, like fall down, pass out, fall asleep, or fall asleep at the wheel. You need to be careful and take this time for you. A lot of times, it would be a reverse. If it's reverse, and it could say, oh, you're now rejuvenated, you're ready to get back into the swing of things. But based on this Thief card, I don't feel that energy at all. I feel like, and some of you may, and this part may not pertain to you, but I feel for them. And it might be just, taking time so that you can see things clearly and make the next choices for your future. Whether it's a partner, spouse, you're going to get into the relationship, or you're going to take the new job. Are you going to be waiting around for passive income, but you don't want to put the work in? It's like good and bad. The choice is positive and negative. I mean, you might want to have passive income. You might have started an online business or something like that, but you're not putting the work in. You don't want to put the work in now, so later on you can rest. So later on you can have that income coming in where you can, 6 months from now, have a budding YouTube channel and then have it built and get your AdSense going, whatever it is. You need that time, Libra. Most of you do. Again, take from this what you will. Check out your moon sign or your rising sign or Venus, because it will give you a more well-rounded perspective. And the link for a free birth or natal chart is in the description box below. But you've got to stop this thievery, whatever it is. You've got to set up those boundaries and say no, Libra. You've got to just take care of yourself. And you will be able to make the choices. Sometimes, the choices are right in front of your face, and you're so exhausted you can't see what the obvious one is. And that's concern, because the more you don't have the wherewithal, you don't have the mental clarity to make the choices, you may miss some opportunities. You may miss your soulmate or your twin flame because you didn't go to the store because you were having a meltdown. Or, do you know what I mean? It's just random things like this, serendipitous things that you may miss out on just because of where you're at. So take this time, Libra. Some of you, again, may be coming out of this long stupor, out of taking this break, and then you can see things clearly, and you can see exactly who and what are robbing you of time, of your energy, of your blood, sweat, and tears. What is it that's taking from you? What's taking away from your finances? Can you shave down your car insurance? Can you shave down your health insurance? Can you shave down your, how much you spend at the drive-thru on coffee every morning? Can you learn how to buy a coffee pot and make coffee at home? And I'm not talking about the little plastic cups. You need to be able to see things clearly so you can shave away these things. All right, Libra, I will see you tomorrow. Stay spiritual. Remember, communication's going to be off for a while, breakdown in technology, etc., etc. Don't be frustrated. It's just Mercury retrograde. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay spiritual. Scorpio, your stinger is out today. Look at you, Queen of Swords in reverse. This is the bitch card. So let's talk about this for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. So, Queen of Swords in reverse, yes, the bitch card. You may find yourself in a bitchy mood. You may find yourself really, really wanting to slice and dice today, just really tear someone apart. This could be a relationship that you're in. This could be your spouse or partner. You could be in actually a cruel relationship where there could be some cruelty, some coldness, some steel. And actually, when the Queen of Swords is like this, she could actually lose her coolness and really kind of give into rotten emotions, just horrible, horrible. The bitch card, known as the bitch card. So, because of this, Scorpio, whether you're male or female, resist the urge, I would suggest, because you're going to be feeling it, and there is someone here to help temper you if this is you. There is another water sign, and the King of Cups normally is someone who's in control of his emotions. So this person, whoever it is, male or female, may be try to be a counter for you, or you may be turning to him or her because you are in this mood. You see, here's the thing, Scorpio. You actually you juggle a lot. You wear many different hats, I feel like, whether you're wife, mom, dad, husband, employee, boss, entrepreneur, daughter, father, son, whatever, you wear many hats, and you're pretty much juggling all the time. So even though you're ahead of things and you're good at what you do, you really strive to be the best you can be, Scorpio. So you strive to be the best wife, mother, spouse, father, husband, whatever. You strive to be your best. But there is a fine line. I mean, he's juggling. So even though he's ahead of life's ups and downs and just kind of in the forefront over here, and it's still sandy ground. So this could shift any time, when you're balancing and you have just enough to make ends meet, or you have just enough because you're spread so thinly. You have just enough to take care of everything and barely get enough rest. So when the mood strikes you, you could really tip this balance. You could really tip this balance the other way, and other areas of your life would really, really be affected, and you could hurt people you don't want to hurt. Now, so rely on this other person to help, or this King of Cups energy, to try to balance you out a little bit today, Scorpio, because you're going to need it. If you're at work, this could be a boss. I don't feel like it's a fellow employee, though it could be someone who likes to stir up trouble, but I feel like this is more tyrannical. So I feel like this could be a boss or someone in power, male or female, and it's almost like love him, hate her. Do you know what I mean? So it's love him, hate her. He could be the good guy at work, but is afraid to stand up to her when she's like this, because everybody walks away when they hear her down the hallway or smell her perfume. It's like everybody scatters. Don't let her see me. It's like hiding under your desk in your cubicle. She's horrible. If you have a friend like this who can be like this, stay away from her today, or stay away from him today, because it's just, it's not nice. It's not nice when she's like this or when he's like this in reverse. Let this pass. Let this person, whoever it is, or let this energy try to balance them out so that they can stay in balance, or that you can stay in balance. Because again, you don't want to hurt anyone, and vengeance really, it might taste sweet in the moment, but at the end, you're the one who loses out. You're the one who loses a piece of yourself, Scorpio. So just remember that, okay? And again, if it's a toxic relationship, it might be time to cut away at the truth and get out. And this person, this other water sign, may help you. May help you. King of Cups, control of his emotions. He's got it going on. Very stable. So that's it, Scorpio. Good luck today. Stay spiritual. I'll see you tomorrow. Sagittarius, what a great day. It's Tuesday, October 13th, 2020, and here is your tarot reading. So first off, you've got the King of Cups. Level-headed guy, in control of his emotions, the perfect executive, but romantic. He's in his perfect balance. So for those of you who are single, You may actually be meeting someone, or someone may be coming into your life soon who may be actually a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You've got the Lover's card. And it's coming from in the past, or you've come from a place of lack, or you recently broke up, or you've actually been abandoned, someone left you. It's not fun to be dumped or cheated on. So I very rarely give like actual love readings, as you see. But today it is all about love and balance and new relationships. So if this is regarding at work, let's say at work, there may be someone who's really on your side, and you may end up finding a new job which really just works out, or you literally could find your next partner or your husband or wife at work. It could definitely be a new union. You're coming from that place of lack. So you may not have gotten a job. You may have lost a job due to COVID or whatever. And now it looks like a perfect union and a perfect balance between love and work. So it's all favorable for you today, Sagittarius. Again, a place of loss, lack, whatever happened before, out of a job for whatever reason, or out of employment. But now you've got a perfect balance. I would say home life and work, or your partner and work, your romantic relationship and work relationship, perfect balance. Like he's even keel. He's sitting on a solid granite throne that doesn't move with all the turbulent waters around him. It's stable. It's rock solid. Literally granite. It's rock solid. So you've got the Lover's card. My gosh, this could be a twin flame, which can be painful. It could also be just a soulmate. Perfect relationships, great relationships, a good union. If you do get hired or you're looking for a job, it's just like all good for your Sagittarius. So there's not a whole lot to say besides it's good. And to me, it's in every area, but definitely love, definitely romance, definitely anything to do with relationships, even finding a new friend, even a new person coming into your life. Whatever it was, I feel like it's a new energy, because this is a place of lack, poverty, like not having something. So then this comes in, and it's beautiful. And I'm happy for you, Sagittarius, whatever it is, whether it's work, romance, a new friendship, a new union, a new business venture. It's all good. It's all good for you today, and you can forget about this poverty. Done. The poverty could even be spirituality, finding a new religion, a new spiritual belief system. I feel like I needed to mention that, but whatever it is, it might even be you falling in love with yourself again, Sagittarius. If ever, it might be that simple. Because when you're in love with yourself, you're fulfilled, you're happy, you're content, and that's when you bring in, that's when your vibration, your frequency is raised, and you bring in more people of your tribe. You bring in more people that are like the Lover's card, more people that flow on your frequency, more like-minded people. So congratulations, Sagittarius. You've been through a lot, and you've definitely gone through the refiner's fire. So take care, stay spiritual. I'll see you tomorrow. Capricorn, I have to laugh because as I was shuffling, I shuffled twice. The first cards just weren't right, and so I shuffled again, and as I was shuffling, I was laughing, chuckling to myself, seeing the Devil card come out and saying, Capricorn, it's all about you today. And guess what? Here we are. I must be psychic or something. Anyway, Capricorn, I have to congratulate you today. This is the reading for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. I have to congratulate you because you are in a place now where you're recovering. You're recovering from financial loss. You're recovering from an emotional loss. You're recovering from a relationship that was not good for you. It was the Devil card. You may have been feeling chained. You may have been feeling oppressed. It may have been an oppressive relationship. It may have been, and the oppression could have been literally with your spouse or partner, or a business, a co-worker, or a boss, a contract that you signed. just wasn't what you thought it was going to be. It wasn't as it was presented to be, just like the devil. It starts off as one thing, but secretly, undercover, it's something else. Whether it was a person you were with, again, or it was a job or a boss or something that you committed to that literally had you by the chains, and now you've broken free. This is poverty and lack, and seriously, it doesn't get worse than this, right? Walking barefoot through the snow with rags and being hungry. But Capricorn, you've thrown off the chains. If you were in a bad relationship, most of you, some of you have, it's over, and you're free, or you're in the middle of freeing yourself from it. But inside yourself, inside you, your soul, you're freeing your soul. Not only that are you freeing your soul, but you were being robbed. You were being robbed of yourself. You were being robbed of your sanity. Someone was bleeding you dry. Could have been finances, could have been excessive spending, which we have with the devil card, and which would also cause poverty, which would definitely cause a slowdown of money. But you've managed, Capricorn, to figure it out, to see things clearly, to stop this bleeding, to stop this thievery, to stop this emotional vampire, this energetic vampire, whatever it might be, whether it was human form or literally whether it was the bat-winged devil, whether it was Baphomet, whatever it was. You've managed to put a stop to it. And so be proud of yourself. Congratulate yourself, Capricorn. Again, if it's a relationship, it's gone. It didn't do you any good. You're better off without that person. You're better off without that job or that contract. You're better off out of that commitment, Capricorn. You're free. You're liberated. You're recovering. You're healing. It's all good. You're on the upward swing, Capricorn. And again, you've stopped the robbery. You've stopped people from taking from you. You give freely, but the people who take and don't give back will bleed you dry. It's like cutting you with the sword and watching you bleed out. So be proud of yourself. You know what, Capricorn? We're coming up on your season pretty soon. We're coming up on the end of the year and the start of the new year. The earth is going through some mighty changes, right? And so now are you. And it's time to let go of the old, which you've done and you're in the process of continuing to do. And time to open up, to let in the new, to let in the new love, the new job, the new work, all the new possibilities that you didn't see. Capricorn, I feel for you. There are possibilities even grander than you ever imagined, just waiting for you. And because you're able to get rid of this demon, this devil, take those chains that bound you and just get rid of it, you're free. You're going to have, I just feel like you're going to have a great year coming up, a great 2021. So my yearly reads are not up yet, obviously, but I'm proud of you. Be happy, stay spiritual, enjoy this, relish this, pat yourself on the back, Capricorn. Break free. You may have still have a few things that you need to let go of, but as long as they're not controlling you, get to the point. You don't have to completely stop things as long as they're not controlling you anymore. And I'm not going to talk about addictions or vices, but some things, sometimes we do things for reasons, and once we figure out the reasons and we can overcome those reasons, then the things that we're doing now take on a different meaning. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm sure you do. I hope I'm explaining it well, but I just feel it's going to be good for you, Capricorn. I'm really, really happy for you, and I'm sending an air hug. I know you might not be huggy, but I'm sending one anyway. I'm sending an energetic hug or a smiley face. Okay? So take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Capricorn, stay spiritual. Aquarius, here's your daily reading for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Can we talk? Let's talk. So you have the Queen of Cups today who's influencing you. Could be someone in your life that you actually know. Could be your mom, could be a maternal figure, definitely a water sign. So you have this person in your life where you have this energy where you just want to be nurtured, or you are a nurturer. People are turning to you for a listening ear or whatever. But what I feel more than anything today has to do with matters of the heart for you, Aquarius, because look, you've got the Two of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. So you've got couple and couple, right? And here's the thing. So what's keeping you apart? Because there's something in the middle of the pair. Something in the middle of the pair. Something that is keeping this relationship that you want to be harmonious. There's something keeping it from being harmonious. Again, this is like my second, it's sort of like a love reading, but we'll talk about other aspects as well. But right now, this is the main focus right now. This is about a relationship or relationships. You can finally see things clearly, Aquarius. So this is actually one of my favorite cards. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, so look at this. Back in the day, danger lurked in the darkness. Hideous, horrible sea monsters came up out of the sea and ate people and snatched them away. So this girl is sitting here willing to fight for what she believes in, fight to protect, like look how long those swords are, right? And she's at night in the dark, so where there's loads of danger, with her back to danger, with a blindfold on. Hello. What is the point? She's definitely refusing to see what lurks behind her, but if she takes her blindfold off and faces everything, she will still be able to see by the light of the moon, by some light of the moon. She'll be able to see dangers, pitfalls, tribulations coming up, problems. So dealing with the relationship by taking the blindfold off or being in reverse, I feel like you're at a point where you can see things clearly, Aquarius. You can see the dangers, the pitfalls of your relationship, and if whatever the block is from you two from being together completely or in unity or harmony that you want so much. Remember the nurturer, the mom, it's all about emotions. So this is what you've got on this side. So I feel like you've taken your blindfold off and you can see clearly what it is that's keeping you two apart, or what's causing the problems or the separation or the divisiveness between you two in this relationship. So now here you've got a fear to move on. You've got a fear to go forward, and you may just not want to go forward anymore because you may be realizing you've grown apart, or when you got involved in this relationship, you two didn't have the same values and you didn't know it or pay attention to it. You were either so young that you didn't realize that it was never going to come together, because here you are in the middle of both of these cards not being able to come together to close or have closure. It's like there's something always blocking. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. And again, if this doesn't resonate with you, take from it whatever you need, whatever does resonate with you, and then check out your moon and your rising sign in Venus. So that's about romance and love. What's keeping you apart? If you're single, Aquarius, and you're not seeing anyone, what is it that you are seeing clearly now about what you want? What you may be choosing between two people. You may be dating two people. You may be the third party in the middle of a marriage, Aquarius. I mean, there's so many possibilities here. This all is about you, but at the center of it is love, peace, harmony, nurture, compassion, such a tranquility that you want to be your true self, Aquarius. And so there may be inner peace in you today, but you're seeing things clearly, and that seeing things clearly may give you that inner peace, but you still have those fears about moving forward. You may not want to move forward, or you may not be able to, just because this has gone on so long. You don't see how it can be fixed, but the love is there, so you don't want to let go. Even though it's not good for you, it's to your detriment. It's not helping either one of you, or one of you is being satisfied, but you apparently are not, because you're in this turmoil. but you don't want to let go of the person because you love them and you've loved them for so long. So this is a hard decision. It's a hard time because at the end of the day, continuing in this without the other person being willing to change and concede or give in a little bit, you're always going to be hurting. So today, take comfort in that, and this may be a literal person, again, a water sign, that you can turn to, someone that you can cry on their shoulders and about this situation. But Aquarius, you've got to be willing to change. You've got to be willing to continue as you see things clearly. When the moment of clarity is gone, you've got to remember a week or 2 weeks down the road these moments of clarity and remember the whys. You've got to remember the whys. Now, if this is regarding work, I would say you could be in a very unfulfilled position. You may love your job, but you may not be able to move forward or progress in any way because you may have reached the pinnacle, or there may already be enough supervisors and managers and executives, so there really are no positions for you to be promoted to. But again, you love it. It's been there for you. It's been stable. But you can see clearly, you finally realized, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in a nowhere job. So you have a decision to make again. And this, again, swords, cutting away, getting to the truth, seeing the facts. Do I stay or do I go? Depends on, you can't always stay because of loyalty, because you have to do what's best for you and your family. Growth is painful. Growth is very, very painful. It does hurt. But you can stay stagnant and stay where you are. But look at everything you're missing out on, Aquarius, if you don't go forward. Look, you've got the world in your hands. You've got choices. And you've got like 1 foot forward, ready to go forward out into the world. But like this, it's just not going to happen. So for the love of a job, for the love of the people, or just that you've been there so long because it's what you know, that fear of the unknown maybe also be holding you back. Remember, fear of the unknown, willing to fight but not look at the unknown squarely in the face. You're taking a look at it now, Aquarius, and so I'm happy for you. I hope that you can see things clearly enough by this light that you can make the choices to not miss out anymore. Go forward, make your mark, make your noise in the world, and leave a legacy for us all to enjoy. Be happy. Be happy. And allow that person to comfort you and nurture you. And if your mom has passed and you were close to your mom, talk to your mom. I feel like some of you need to hear that. Talk to your mom. She will hear you, or they will hear you all. The dead can hear us when we speak to them. And speaking from our hearts, we might not hear the answers. Sometimes we might hear the answers. Don't second guess yourself if you hear an immediate yes or no in your mind. Don't think it's just you putting words in your head. They're communicating. Speak, say what you need to say, and I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I just feel like your mom's always there for you. Most of you anyway. Yeah, stay spiritual. Good luck. I'll see you tomorrow, Aquarius. Pisces, welcome to your reading for Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. So today you've got some influence going on by the King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles can be a workaholic, can be stubborn, set in his ways, very, very rigid, almost to the point of being boring, okay? But we also have, there could be someone in your life, a significant other, that is not handling money well, besides yourself. It could be someone, there's an issue with money, somehow, even perhaps a gambling debt. I feel that very strongly for one or more of you. You may be with someone who is a gambler, or you may have that problem, but I felt like I had to say that. So there's a sluggishness that's keeping the money from coming in. Things are not happening the way you're hoping. Everything is slowed down. You know, normally the Eight of Wands is a card of swiftness. Everything happens fast. If you start a business, it takes off and succeeds quickly. Airfare, arrows of love if it's romance, right? But if you're in a rut and you're boring, romance isn't going to happen either, for crying out loud. It's just kind of like at a standstill, or sluggishness, slowing down. Now, I know we're in Mercury. We just started Mercury in retrograde, but I feel like this has been ongoing, that you've been dealing on and off with Pisces for some time, prior to any Mercury retrograde going on. The good news is, though, look, you've got the Ace of Cups, compassion, creativity, spiritual awakening, emotional awakening. So if this is you who's been materialistic or mishandled money or in a rut or focused on money because you came from a place of lack, and so you're putting this and acquiring it above all your relationships, it's like, here's your aha moment, Pisces. Here's your aha moment. This card is all about love. It's about compassion and empathy. You see the light just beaming, the beams of light just radiating, because it's such a wonderful, emotional, spiritual, loving relationship, or like you're feeling this from the universe or God. So there's a way that you can write this, if this is you, Pisces. This may also be an earth sign in your life. And again, you may be coming from a point where you're frustrated because you don't have a good positive money flow or cash flow. So you may resort to going to a casino and blowing some money, and be very careful, because I feel like this could be an addiction, or someone that being in debt and seriously losing the bill money for the month or the food money for the month. So I would be concerned about this. But again, if this doesn't resonate with you, please check out your moon sign and your rising sign and Venus. But for the most part, Pisces, you'll get through it. You're going to be fine. You're going to have your aha moment. And this will eventually right itself. You're going to be fine with this. It will start to flow, because you're going to have the change of heart. You're having the epiphany. It's beautiful. It's rising up and never being the same. Never being the same. Being positive. Not worrying about a positive money flow. You're going to manifest it. You're going to create it. Make it come in, instead of like overworking and being off balance in other areas of your life. That's what I feel like there's been an off balance somehow in other areas of your life, whether it's you or, again, your partner who's the workaholic, or who's the one that's gambling or squandering the money on frivolous things, or collections of things that down the road they're going to sell for a ton of money because it's going to be collectible or valuable. I feel like you're going to be able to walk away from that somehow and have that aha moment. So Pisces, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your day went. Again, this may have happened in the past. It may be in the process now. It may happen next week or the week after. Energy is fluid, so it's always constantly moving. But at some point or another, you'll have this moment. But for now, try not to be the workaholic. Try not to be so stubborn. Acquiesce once in a while, Pisces, okay? Just give in once in a while. You don't always have to prove you're right, even though you might be right. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to just let things be when a truce has been arranged, and not do the gloating thing. So there you go. There you have it. Stay spiritual. I will see you tomorrow, and take care, Pisces. I would love to be in your shoes when this happens. I would love this to happen to me. Look at that. And then the peace representing the Holy Spirit, or the dove, peace and purity. So it's all good. You're going to work out. It's going to be fine, Pisces. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay spiritual.